Good morning and salutations. My name is Joshua Manuel Hernandez. It is an honor and a privilege to deliver these parting words. Before I begin, I'd like to thank Ms. Vaca for sacrificing her time to help me review this speech, and for my classmates who have supported me for this speech. I thank our principal, Mr. Ayala, Ms. Duncan, and everyone who helped make this event possible for their great diligence and hard work. On this cherishable day of June 9, 2016, we sit in these seats in congregation for a sole purpose to move onward with our lives. During our time together, we have experienced ups and downs, successes and failures, disputes and reconciliation. In the end, these events help define who we are and our contribution to society. I have witnessed souls making their way in life. I have seen their downfalls and their healings. As a part of this generation, I have experienced the likeness of this age. And though they may be stubborn and challenging at times, it has never been difficult to teach, guide, and even socialize alongside my peers, despite my lack of social interaction. My classmates and I have learned from each other throughout the years. It is really heartbreaking to see long-term friends whom I have learned and experienced with academically and socially to leave and be on their way in life. These students are souls who can learn, lives that can influence and change. Life may be challenging at times, but it is having faith in knowing the light in the darkness and the optimism in skepticism. In our valiant efforts, we have strived for greater in our education. It is evident that we all grown in discipline and maturity. We have pushed ourselves not for our own selfish reasons or personal gratification, but for the good of others. Remember, we are born not to be served, but to serve. Some may question the ability for the youth to acquire maturity, but I have full confidence in human nature, where kindness, compassion, respect, and understanding reaches to all people. As we leave today in celebration and joyful spirits, Mark Twain leaves us with a poignant thought to consider. The two most important things in life is the day you were born and the day you find out why you were born. You see, we all have a purpose and a reason. We all have the freedom to make our own choices as we discover, manifest, and execute our true purpose of our existence. Our teenage years is a defining point in our lives as we question our identity, purpose, and existence. The greatest tragedy in life is when one does not understand their worth, their true value of their existence. When you fully comprehend that there is more to life than just here and now, you will begin to live differently. You see, every baby is born a genius. Every seed that is planted by the sower can become a fruitful and beautiful plant. But it is only the nurturer that determines the fruitfulness or the withering of this plant. Let me put it this way. Everyone is called to greatness, as anyone can strive to be great. But it is by you who determines whether greatness will be fulfilled or lose the chance of attaining your calling. Ultimately, it is you who decides to make use of your potential and your gifts in order to fulfill the greatness in store for you. It is not about the length of the time you have in this world, but it is about what you do with it. In life, you can raise yourself, but can end with little or no amount, meaning that you can have everything in the world, but in the end, without a life of value, it is but meaningless. Don't just settle in mediocrity or what is just merely average, but invest now to seek greater, because you were made and born for greater. If you do easy now, your life will be harder later. But if you do hard now, your life will be easier later. In other words, take the opportunities that you have now and make the most of it, so that you may not regret it later. Remember that your journey is yours and you are never alone, despite any hardships you may face. Life must have a purpose and meaning to be fulfilling, so let your light shine. As my speech concludes, I'd like to thank all of my teachers, friends, and hard workers who serve Chemawa Middle School and those who have helped prepare this event here in Ramona. Thank you, teachers, for your great character. I admire each of your personalities and uniqueness. Thank you for challenging us, teaching us, and inspiring us to reach our full potential. Your effort to change our lives does not go unnoticed. Thank you, parents, for caring, guiding, and teaching your children to be positive contributors to society. It is so emotional to say goodbye to a school like Chemawa and to all who became my second family. It has truly been such a journey to have such diligent teachers and compassionate friends. So as you go out into your formidable journey, may you grow in great moral clarity, character, and prosperity. See beyond adversities, respect differences, seek greater, and show no conformity to anything that is so prevalent in this world, as you remain true to yourself. In everything, do not forget about love. As Mother Teresa said it best, spread love everywhere you go. Let no one come to you without leaving happier. Thank you for joining me in this chapter of my life as you begin to open a new one waiting for you. Many blessings, and thank you.